Okay.
All right, what's going on? It's your boy Lex, and today we have more World Cup of Pokemon coverage. And today we're going to be ranking the logos of each team because one of my favorite parts of our World Cup is seeing all the crazy art that mostly Blazinix, but a bunch of really creative artists can do to represent each of the teams. And joining me today, I have my boy Tikio, aka Memcho. I think he recently started a channel, so I'm gonna make sure to link that. Make sure to check him out. He'll be covering like all the LC stuff. I don't think anyone else really does that as a YouTuber. But
No, Frieza.
yeah, but I feel like
There's
he's more
also
variety Pokemon, right? He's not like LC guy anymore, but I don't know.
yeah, he still covers a lot of LC on his lives channel, but shout out to Frieza.
Oh, delete that shit. Let me pause. All right, we are back. I actually removed the window capture of the tier list side, but got that all sorted out. So yeah, today we're just going to be scrolling through the teams that are in the main event or are currently at least halfway through the qualifiers and potentially have the chance to move to the main event. And we're going to rank them on a tier list of God tier, so like the absolute best logos, then S through C, your typical tier list stuff, and then did not cook. But I really doubt any team besides Oceania who don't have an actual logo right now is going to be there. So we're not going to be mean like that. All right, to start it off, the first team still in is Team Mexico. I think this one is gas, personally. What do you think? I love
This
the sombrero on
this
Zarude.
this is a great logo, and I also believe I think in Mexico there's a couple license plates that have this exact same color scheme. Like it's very on brand
Yeah, yeah.
with Mexico theme. This is amazing. I just love the Zarude wearing the
Dude, this one
sombrero.
might be God tier, but I think we'll put it S for now, and at the end we'll revisit and pick like a couple God tiers. How's that sound?
Yeah,
But
this is very
this
clearly
one is so good, though. Yeah,
this is very clearly a cook.
yeah. All right, next team, I believe it's gonna be that's still in Portugal.
Yeah, shout outs Finchley. I believe she made this one instead of
Oh yeah, it says
Blazing.
Finchley. Finchley has done really cool art for Smogun's YouTube channel as well. So definitely an
Yeah,
awesome artist. I
and
like this one. It's very unique, I think, and I like how
it's
it's
on
two
brand.
guys.
It's
Is
on
it?
brand. There's an anchor, and it's Portugal, right?
Is
That's
Portugal known for like their ships and ports and stuff, or what do you mean?
yeah. It's by the sea. It's by the ocean. Excuse me. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cool looking logo. It's unique. It's a bit different than the style of the rest of the logos.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Blazin IX does a very I feel like he has a specific style to his logos that a lot of the other teams kind of adhere to. This one's a bit more unique in that respect. I think it's still pretty solid though. I would probably put it in A.
Yeah, I like this one as well. I agree with you. It has a charm in being unique compared to the other logos, but it's also, still very fantastic art in itself. Yeah, the Delmi's anchor is a great shout, especially if like trading and ports and shit were like really key back in the day. Let's
I mean, it's
see.
called
That
Portugal.
yeah, but is the port in its name? Lecturing on this, is the port in its name because of the ports, or is it because it's just a word? But anyways, enough yapping. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid logo. All right. Next up, we got Argentina.
Oh god, this one is this one's great. I don't know how we're gonna say any of these are bad. I'm gonna be so honest.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's a good thing. I think most of these will probably end up in S and A, honestly.
I mean, okay, you know that like when you walk into a uh like a church, I guess, or something like
Oh
that, or
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
historic
The like
in
acrylic or what's the word for it? I know
yeah,
exactly what you're talking about. The glass is like
like
created
the
in a
tile
very
work
specific
and the
way.
glass, and you look up. Not specifically, I feel like a lot of churches have this, but also just like historical sites have things like this when you look up at the ceiling and
Yeah,
they have historical figures
absolutely.
painted on it. It's very good. It's a very good shout for Argentina as well
Yeah, and
with
Glacier
that.
is also a dope Pokemon. I like what they did with the
Yeah.
colors of like the orange and the almost like lightning bolts. I think kind of looks like
Yeah.
these streaks. The Riolu is pretty interesting. I would low key say like the Riolu kind of makes it a little less cool, But you know, Glastier's a horse. Someone's got to be riding that shit to victory and stuff, you know. So
Yeah,
I like how
it
they
kind
fit
of
the
reminds me
flag.
of the U.S. It even reminds me of the U.S. West one from a couple of years ago.
Oh, the Spectrier one. Yeah, yeah, it's a good
Yeah, the
compliment to
Spectre
that.
and Glastrier. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I would say this is A too, I think. Like maybe even S, but I think I would probably lean A.
I lean S, but I'm fine with A. Like I think top of A is fair.
Yeah. I mean, these are all so good. It's really hard to pick. Also, one more technical difficulty. Give us 1 second. All right, we're back. I figured out the source of the problem. My cat was laying her chin on the delete key, and it kept deleting one of the screens from us, so we shouldn't have that issue again. I'm putting my hand where her chin is. Let's see, what's the next team? I think it's Asia. Asia's a pretty classic logo, but I mean, Greninja's
Yeah,
a really
this
cool cat.
isn't this the Smog Frog logo
Wait,
from
isn't
like
this
S?
literally Smog Frog just said with Asia over Asia over?
Wait,
I'm pretty sure
wait.
it is. Wait, and this Oni guy, he makes Shiest art, but I'm pretty sure he also has like had copyright call-outs back in the day too.
Hmm.
I think you're
Well,
right.
for what it's worth, the Smog Frogs back in SPL 2014 was my favorite logo.
That's a fact. It's pretty
Um,
sweet. Honestly though,
yeah, I mean,
I mean I like the text here. It's like it's kind of like Japanese in a way. Like I feel
I
like they
think I
resembles
like the
Japanese characters.
yeah, I think that first character looks like the character for dog in either Chinese or Japanese. I like the Greninja a lot.
It's pretty sick.
I just think it looks a bit awkward with the text. I
Yeah.
think this is a bit awkward personally.
Yeah, I feel like that I like the idea of the text of like looking like kind of Asian symbols, but I feel like if it was done differently around the Greninja and there was more of Greninja maybe, it could be really sick.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Or
put them
because
in
you know,
the
like if you
B.
look at the Blaze and IX logos, right? They have like a bit of gloss or something like that. I don't know how to
Mm.
describe it because I'm not much of an artist, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
even
yeah, oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
like even the Finchley one kind of has that similar. So I'm not too sure, but it just seems a bit out of place.
I'm cool.
I still think the Greninja by itself though is like a
Yeah, I agree
very
with
good.
that. I'm cool with giving them like a nice B for now maybe. Like cuz you know,
Yeah.
I would say there's probably no bad logos. Like objectively speaking, there's
Oh,
definitely no bad
they're
logos.
not. Yeah.
So this
I
is
don't
just
think anything's
ranking the
gonna be going
greatest
slow.
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next team, the main event. United Kingdom is also
Yeah,
best.
I shilled this one super hard. I love the like
This one is
the James
so
Bond.
detailed. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really sick.
like if you watch like a 2010 like those early 2000s movie about like a British spy or something like that, this just gives that vibes. It's very well done. A lot of good details. I think it does Rosary well as well.
I feel like it's James Bond and also Persona, low key, Persona 5,
Yeah,
right? Like it gives that
Yeah,
vibe for sure.
Persona,
Phantom Thieves.
Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
anything that has to do with the what was it like the MI6 or something like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
in
yeah.
those
That's the like
movies?
there's like Central Intelligence Agency, like the CIA of UK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of the UK.
yeah.
Yeah, this is I
Yeah.
love this one.
This one is an S. I think it's
I
also a
hope
contender for God tier, low key.
I want them to make it out, and you know Zav obviously is one of the best OU players of all time,
Yeah.
so they might. But I want them to make it out so that I can see what their custom avatars look like
Dude,
as well.
wait, their custom could go crazy because I mean it's
Yeah,
probably gonna resemble this in a lot of ways. So if they put like a
yeah. I
sword
wonder
on
who they would pick for
Roserade,
trainers. I'm wondering who they would pick for their trainers for this as well,
oh,
because
Loki the trainer makes or breaks the avatar. Because like the Roserade is gonna be cool no matter what if it has these designs, but the
yeah,
trainer could look a little goofy. You're right.
yeah. Like they would have to pick a trainer that looks kind of like that looks pretty badass, but also like they have to fit it in
Like
the
a
80 by
spy,
80
ooh, like a
proportion.
spy character. Did those exist? I don't know. We'll also be
There's the
doing
ninjas.
custom
There's the
avatar
ninja guys
rankings.
in Gen 5. They could do something with Cynthia maybe because it's Roserade, but
Dude, wait, what if they did the ninja guys in Gen 5 except change their like outfits to like suits? You know what I mean? Like they like I remember
oh
I think they wear like tank tops or something, right? So they you could give them like sleeves over the arms to make like some kind of suit.
yeah, yeah,
That could
that
be
could
sick.
cook for the male. I think yeah, I like that, and I mean I know Cynthia's overused for custom avatars, but I think Cynthia plus Rose Raid would just fit in so well with the intelligence theme and Rose Raid and everything
Yeah,
like
and
that.
being
So,
one of her aces for sure. But yeah,
yeah.
this is definitely an S tier, potentially a God tier one. I think. Would you put
Yeah,
it above
I rank this
Mexico?
higher than Mexico.
Honestly, yeah.
Very
The
marginally.
details
Very
just insane. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, next team potentially in the main event is Team Netherlands.
This one is so funny because I think the average male height in Netherlands is either
Oh yeah,
either
it's like
6'2".
6'2" or 3 or something,
It's like
right?
6'2" or 6'4" or something like
Yeah,
that. Like
they're
around
super tall.
190.
Actually, that's a great logo choice then for Raging Bolt. One of the
Yeah.
tallest Pokemon, obviously. I mean, this is kind of similar to Portugal. It's like not in the same style because it wasn't done by Blazonix, but it's still really cool looking. It's still really powerful
Yeah.
looking. Like it's using like Rising Voltage, the electric terrain move.
The move.
I fuck with it, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
it's
this
very cool. It's
another?
very funny.
Yeah.
I would put it between Portugal and Asia because I
Yeah,
think it's
I think that's a fair.
like I'm not
assumption.
sure.
Portugal and Asia.
Or sorry,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah. Is this just the Blazonix shill video? They got they occupy all the top three right now.
This is a everyone show video. I
That's a fact.
can't emphasize enough that I appreciate all of these artworks. Like, and I mean that generally.
Yeah.
These guys are
No,
doing
for
this
sure.
work.
Like one of the
And they,
coolest things I think is that just Pokemon, like some random Pokemon subform, has some of the best artwork for Pokemon like ever created, like fan art. Like it's awesome.
yeah,
All right,
we gotta pay these guys.
dude, we
Slow
have
down.
to. I mean, actually, these
We
guys
gotta
do
pay
get
these
paid.
guys.
Like these guys do
Oh,
get
I hope,
paid, but
yeah, I hope they like get paid. But yeah,
yeah,
I don't know how it
I
works.
think these guys do get paid. I think yeah, Blazonix rate is like $50 or something like that. So if you want to hit up Blazonix for crazy art, hit them up on Discord and be prepared with $50. I think it's worth more though. Like the detail
Yeah,
and effort put
because
in
you
is just so
$50,
incredible.
like they're definitely putting in more than 2 hours of work into this. I feel like, and
Absolutely.
that's like $25 an hour. This is ridiculous, right?
Dude, the most
It's
impressive thing about Blazonix is he does it so fast. Like he pumps
yeah,
these out. Like he makes like 10 a year or something like that because teams are always rebranded and stuff. But yeah,
yeah.
moving on, we
What
got
the
Team China. Ho-Oh, I think this logo is very representative, I think, of like old culture of China, like using all the colors of China. You got the
yeah.
lanterns in the
They
back.
got the lanterns. It's a shrine, right?
Yeah.
To shout out
And
the
I think
culture.
I'm pretty sure Ho is like based on like a Chinese mythological bird. I'm not entirely sure about that though, but
Do you know what the
it's
text?
pretty
Do you know what
sick.
the text is on the bottom?
Um, my Chinese is not so great, but I definitely recognize like the first two characters. Like the first one Zong and this one is Run. So I'm pretty sure this says like Chinese person or something like that, because Zongguo Run it means Chinese person, and those are like the two those are the two letters.
I'm pretty
But
sure the last character in Japanese is like country, so maybe we
you
could
know,
parse it together.
I think if I was still doing Duolingo, like these are all very basic. These are all very basic characters. So I should definitely know them, but I haven't done Duolingo in a bit, so I'm slacking a bit.
Oh
But
no. Oh no, we just got exposed.
we did just get badly exposed, especially me, considering I gotta rep the motherland and shit. But anyways, logo is pretty dope. I would
Even in
say,
the eye, there's like a little like what is that? Is that like a wish note or something like that they hang up? They got this one is crazy.
oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. That definitely looks like something that gets hung up. But yeah, it's general like Chinese temple vibes with like a bunch of stuff representing the culture. I would say this is maybe S, maybe top of A. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I would rate this equally as Argentina.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm down for that.
yeah, I think it's just missing like when you look at the Mexico or the UK one, you think, wow, right? Like it just
Yeah,
blows you away at how cool it is. It's just slightly, it's there with Argentina. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, like we can't stop saying it. These are all so amazing, but we have to make a choice. It's so difficult.
yeah, we're gonna get canceled by art.
It's all good.
Oh, okay.
All right,
I
next
love
up,
this. No bias. 100% biased. My bad. I'm on US West, but this one, it's got the Golden Gate, right? Golden
The
Go,
Golden Gate, Golden Go. Yeah, I mean
Golden
it's just
Gate.
genius.
It's got
It's
the
just
surf
genius.
coming out from the Bay, so it's kind of more Bay Area focused than the other ones have been, like Lakers and all that stuff. But
That's
I
true.
think this one is very, very, very cool. It just captures. I think the Golden Go surfing, and we had a surfing avatar
Yeah, that one
a
is pretty
few years
sick.
ago,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
surfing mantine. So it just fits very well thematically, and it's kind of why we stuck to Gold and Go for the past. This would be the third year of Gold, so I really like this one. I would probably put it. Well, obviously you can speak, but I think it would also be kind of similar to Argentina and China.
Yeah, I think you could probably put it above. I really like how they use the ideas of like the West Coast, SF being one of the primary like highlights of the West Coast, I guess. And I
Yeah.
mean, the Golden Gate, Golden Go, like that's just genius. Whoever came up with this, props to them. That shit is fire. But
And also
I'm down
the
for top of A.
the gold color also just is an extra compliment because like the Bay Area sports teams like the Lakers and the Golden State are both
That's true.
like
That's true.
gold and purple respectively. It works really well.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is a very good example of like that gloss, I guess, that gloss effect. Like the gold and go really pops out uh on the logo.
Look at this. Because C tier is like pretty low, right? We're gonna change all these letters to very positive words. Oh wait, it works out with D did not cook. All right, all right. But yeah, I agree. I mean, this one's arguably S tier as well. But I think
Yeah.
we're at the
We
end of
only
it.
have
We're gonna have
three
to
S
we're gonna have to
tiers.
see everything in comparison
Yeah.
to it all. So
We can only have so many S tiers, but once we move everything to like once we move something to God tier, and yeah, I think we can
exactly
rearrange.
that's when it all changes. But next up we have
Okay.
Northeast, who pretty similar to
Wait. First of
the,
all, wait. Before we talk about this, can we talk about how badly Fade posted this?
I kind of
The
like it.
roster.
Like the half of the roster and then the other half on the other side. Like I don't know. I kind of fuck with it.
No, bro.
Simplicity,
This is
simplicity.
why people have to post their lineup in the hide tag because of bad users.
It's because they got tagged in the thread that they have to have the lineup like specified. But what do you think about Northeast? Obviously, this is my team, so I
love
won't
this logo.
rank it, but I think it's pretty. It's like a like kind of like contrasting to the West one, right? Because this is
Last
obviously
year,
New York City and Northeast compared to San Francisco.
Last year, this was my favorite avatar. Or sorry, not avatar logo. This was my favorite logo last year. I think the Statue of Liberty, and New York is a pretty good representation of Northeast. I think it's
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, it's the most popular city, and the getting all the skyscrapers, Deoxys just looks super menacing on top of all of this. I don't know how to explain it. It's otherworldly, no pun intended, because it's a Deoxys, but
oh, you'll like our avatars then with that pun. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like it just fits thematically. Like with Deoxys and Northeast and all that, like it just works out. And I'm a fan
it's
of it
very
as well.
menacing, right? Like the other ones, like yeah, US West, it's very cool, and Mexico, they're very cool, but okay, no, not Mexico. Mexico is pretty menacing as well, but like the UK,
Dude, that Zarud is super 30. He's got guns too, bro. He's about to fuck some shit
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. But
No, I
Deoxys,
know, I
like
know.
the way it's looking down on you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's like
So,
power
I mean,
posing over you.
yeah, it's very auriful. I'd put it either behind Mexico or in front of West in A.
So A tier is taking up a lot of spaces. So we'll put an S right now, but like we said, we're gonna look at things at the end. See how it changes. Next
It
up we
sucks that they
have
have such a great logo because, I'm on US West. But
yeah, the very real beef between Northeast and West in 2025. All right. Next up we got Brazil, who switched to Coquavel. And I like how you have these like speakers in the back, because Coquavel's obviously like a dancer, and I feel like Brazil is very known for their festivals, right? Especially like music festivals too. So I like it a lot. They have a lot of things representing their country. What do you think?
yeah, I like it. I think it's I don't know. I don't really have too much to say here, to be honest. It just fits very thematically. It's very upbeat, a very upbeat logo.
Yeah. I think.
I think I did like the Annihilate more last
Oh,
year.
I love the Annihilate, bro, because I like it as a lot as a Pokemon, and also I like how Brazil's like embracing like I guess like a slur used against them, right? Like I guess that's the reason why they've used Primate. It's like kind of take it back in some ways, but maybe I'm
I don't
completely
know,
wrong
bro.
about that.
I don't know about, I don't
Maybe
know
I'm
about
completely
that.
wrong at just it being racist or some shit, but I always thought
I
that's
also
what it
like,
was.
like I don't know what the prop is called, but you know how the Quaquaval has the 3 green leaves on its like sticking out of its beak on a
Yeah,
prop?
yeah.
I've seen that a lot at these at these types of events as well, which I'm completely blanking on the name.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think I have an idea of what you're saying. I'm also not completely sure. Maybe someone can educate us on that. But
yeah.
I'm thinking we might move Portugal, Netherlands down to Beastly, and then put Brazil and Awesome, or put Brazil and Beastly as well. B for Beastly. What do you think?
I think I think Brazil. I think if you wanted to move one, I think you could move Netherlands, I guess. Because I think and then move Brazil up maybe. I'm not sure. I think the Portugal one is pretty good though.
Yeah, I'm down for keeping like this for now, and then we'll move on and see how it changes. All right, next team up, we got a rebrand as well for Belgium. Belgium shares similar flag colors to Germany, so shiny Aegislash. I think they actually yoinked that from Germany because I'm pretty sure Mind Gaming said that he wanted the Germany to switch to Aegislash, but I guess Belgium went ahead and went with that idea. It's pretty sick. Not a Blazenix logo, which is why the styling is quite different from some of the other ones, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool as well. I like the shading on the shield and the darker shades on the blade, obviously, because the shield is
Oh yeah,
covering it.
yeah.
Um, Even the shadow work is pretty cool. I'm looking. I just noticed that now.
This is a super well done Aegislash drawing. Like damn,
Yeah,
he looks menacing too. He's got that angry eye.
yeah. The style is a bit different because like the other ones have like a matte and like a bordered, I guess, like a bordered
Mm-hmm.
background.
Yeah, yeah,
One's like
yeah.
an background, it's so slightly different in that respect. It resembles the Netherlands one because they're both kind of elemental.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah, actually, this is so similar to Netherlands. It's basically like the fiery, smoky version, contrasting like the lightning from the
That's
Netherlands. Yeah,
lightning.
that's a
Yeah,
good
the
point.
thunder.
I think we could probably categorize them similarly then. I would say
Yeah.
I think this might look cooler than Raging Bull. Like Aegislash is his colors in the shiny form is just crazy. What do you think?
Yeah, plus the Aegislash color added bonus works with the Belgium flag
Yeah,
color,
yeah,
whereas
absolutely.
it's not as close. I think.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this one's very 1-to-1
That's
with the
true. The
Aegislash.
flag thing is a really big deal. I really like that. Yeah. All right. Next up, we got US South with their crocodile. All right, yeah. We got US South. They got the crocodiles because I think that's like a big part of Florida,
Or no.
right? They got a lot of crocs down there. And I
Wait,
mean,
I don't even
Dirge
think
is
they
a
have a lot of. I don't even have a lot of Florida players though. They got to think about that.
that's do they have any Florida players? I don't think Loki, I don't think they do, bro.
I don't think they do.
But actually, crocodiles exist in like South Carolina, North Carolina, that kind of. I'm pretty sure crocs
Okay,
exist there too.
Carolina. If they exist in the Carolinas, then okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah, they definitely do. They definitely do. But
'Cause there's a lot of like, if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of Texas as well
there's
here.
definitely a lot of Texas. I think Genius X is like Maryland. I think there's quite a few Maryland. But
Yeah, something like that.
either way, like the general thematics of the U.S. South, I think Crocs fit pretty well with that. Is that like a wait? Is that like a
That's the
Spritzy?
torch song. No,
It's a
that's the
what?
torch song.
Oh,
That's the
that's the
torch.
Torch song. Okay, okay, I get
Yeah,
it. I get it.
it's the microphone slash torch song because it's Dirge.
I see. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, Dirge. I forgot Dirge is like a singer, even though he's on all fours, or like it's all it's on all fours, so it's got to stand up to sing. So it's kind of interesting. But there's the palm trees too, and I think I don't know if the flames are meant to be like something specific or just that, like literally just flames. But it's a pretty cool logo. I like it a lot.
I mean, I disliked Skeledirge
He's
personally.
not the most attractive Pokemon, right?
Yeah, like I think even their custom avatars look kind of weird for that reason, just because the Dirge. I think personally Dirge looks a bit awkward, so I rate it
Yeah,
slightly lower.
they do cool things with their customs though. Like they have like a special Dirge sprite. It's not like the typical one.
Also, I don't know about you, when I think of like red, like the type of red that they're using in these colors, I would think more so of Arizona or some states like that
Honestly,
rather than
low key,
than
you're onto something.
like
Like
the themes I think are just slightly a bit off.
it's kind of like dry, right? Like it gives off like a dry,
Yeah,
like not like dry is in the literal sense of like Arizona, like you said, right?
rise in like temperature, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
or
but
like landscape, yeah.
yeah, honestly, I guess yeah, they probably could have used more tropical colors maybe, because I feel like Dirge, like with its like bright colors, could maybe still fit in like a tropical environment instead of like a red. So
Yeah, because like this looks like an Arizona State University logo or something like that.
no, because their colors are
Like,
literally
that's
red,
like,
right? I'm pretty sure Arizona State is red. No, you're right, you're right. Would you put this at the top of B then, or would you put it like near the end of B? What do you think?
I'd probably put it. I like the Raging Bolt slightly more, so I'd probably put it between Asia or behind Asia.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. All right, yeah, I think that's fair. Like it's still a really cool logo, but you know the thematics may not add completely. Okay. Next up, we have Midwest, who have taken a liking to Grovyle, which you know one of my favorite starters. I love the Trico line in that gang. Looks like there's like some kind of snowflakes around the Midwest. It does get pretty cold in Midwest winters, so maybe that's kind of a nod towards that. What do you think?
It is. Uh, Chicago, Michigan, Wisconsin, they all get
Yeah,
super cold.
they're pretty damn cool. A
But
lot
then
of
like
snow there.
it's weird because it's a green logo
Yeah,
with like
which
the
is
blue.
usually like plants and like vegetation, that kind of stuff.
Like the green, the green that would work super well for Florida or something like that.
Ooh, dude, if they did lean towards like this like snowflake like ice kind of theme around it, that would be pretty sick actually. Like yeah, like
Yeah,
if it was like the main idea of it, but I would probably put this at the bottom of B, I think. I still like the Grovyle a lot. I think it's very well drawn, but I think if we're thinking of thematics, like this is probably like a little bit behind US South in that, and maybe even Asia, right?
yeah. I think the colors together look kind of awkward. Uh, but I like the Grovyle by itself, and I like the snowflakes idea with
Yeah,
a
yeah, for
different Pokemon,
sure.
if that were to make sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
All right, now we got Team India's logo, representing Hisuian Samurott, one of the cheapest Pokemon to ever be created. I still can't believe it. Hazard move that does damage. Like, okay, I digress. Anyways, yeah, I think it's very simple, very clean. I don't think this is like the India flag colors, right? But you know, it's still
It's
India's
not
still like
the
a
it's not
coastal
the colors,
continent slash
but
subcontinent. So,
it's not the colors, but it has the wheel, the half of the wheel that's on the
oh, what's
actual
that?
Indian flag. If you go,
Oh,
if you the Indian flag in the middle has a circle like a wheel, and the bottom of the India logo here has that as well.
oh, that's a sick little like kind of Easter
It's a
egg, I
knot, yeah.
guess. Yeah. I like that a lot. What do you think about the logo overall?
I like the logo. I mean, I really like the samurai. I don't like the text as much. And I feel like it's just not as cohesive as the other Blazing X ones. Um,
Yeah, I think I
yeah,
agree with that.
I'd probably put it like near Belgium or Netherlands personally, like or next to US South.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm down for putting them maybe right below US South. I think they have pretty similar logos actually. And like the
Yeah, but
colors.
I think the theme of the India one is just slightly has the edge over the
That's
South
true. I
one.
mean that little wheel being part of the flag, I think that's pretty awesome actually. I actually didn't notice that when I saw this logo.
Yeah, and the water to represent like because India has a lot of relevant coastal cities as well. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
I that.
Yeah, I guess it is a closer nod than the US South is, yeah. All right. Now
Italy.
we're
This is
the easiest logos I've seen. If you
this is the
couldn't
same as
tell,
last year,
it's the same
right?
as last year. It's
Yeah.
it's Dondozo with like a little mob hat, and then the little Tatsugiri Dons in the middle playing. That's some kind of
Roulette.
casino game. Yeah, roulette.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I think the colors are
This one
kind of
I
faint, but I think the idea is so fucking cool, right?
Yeah, like text aside, because I think the text is probably the weakest part, but the
Yeah.
Dondozo, it works both with the Italy lore and in-game Pokemon lore.
Dude,
Like,
right?
who
Like,
does who
it's
does
it's
that?
so genius. Whoever came up with this, dude, absolute stroke of genius. I agree. I would put this S tier, I think.
I would
Like
as
maybe
well.
above Northeast. Like I'm such a big fan of this.
Yeah, and it's so good, and their custom avatars are also really
Oh
funny.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Yeah, we'll definitely be
it's
doing that
good.
for another video, but yeah.
Like even the middle Tatsugiri has the Italy flag as the bandana.
Oh my
It's
god,
just
yeah. If you look really closely, right over here, the little yeah, it has the Italy colors too. Dude, oh my Blazedex he's on one, bro. He's on one. This guy never doesn't cook. Alright, moving on. There's new logo with Baxcalibur. Honestly, I don't know if I like the colors of this one. Like I feel like it's kind of like neon sign kinda. Like the red just I feel like the red doesn't really work that well, even though red is obviously, one of Canada's main colors.
Yeah, I think yeah, the colors look kind of awkward to me as well. I mean, they got the maple leaf, and I don't think this resembles
Yeah,
any
I like the maple leaves.
hockey team necessarily. Besides, I guess maybe having the leaf in the first place, but um, I would probably put this similar to India and U.S. South,
Yeah, I think so
but
too.
it would be above both of those because it's very, at least it's very thematic,
Yeah.
and the parts individually, like the Excalibur is really drawn well. The
Oh yeah,
mountains
yeah.
in the back and the Canadian text, like they're all done well. I just think together it looks a bit awkward.
Yeah. Like I love the idea of like the red and white to replace Bax's usual colors, but it also makes it like a little harder to like understand maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Plus, the Toronto Maple Leafs are the least liked Canadian hockey team
is
out
that
of the other
true?
options. So
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think we'll leave them in Beastly then because of that. All right. Next up, we have a new. Yeah, this is definitely a new Team Germany
yeah,
logo.
they had Gambit last year, I believe.
Yeah. Swap back to Urshifu. My bad, Germany.
Yeah, you gotta apologize.
But I think it's pretty cool. I'm not sure what the nods are
I
to
like.
like the culture or
I
the
think that's
country.
booze, right? Isn't that
It has to
booze?
be
Sure.
like you mean like in the letters, right?
Yeah, that's that. Like the
Like the
Urshifu's.
liquid. Yeah, it looks like beer, kind of, right?
Yeah. And it's using rapid strike, I suppose, because
Oh wait, is
got
this the
four.
rapid strike? Oh, it has to be because there's obviously multiple arms. Yeah. So maybe okay. So they're actually switching to a different Pokemon technically, Urshifu Rapid versus Single. Um, I don't
I
know.
actually never played the end game, so I don't know if that's the differentiator.
Oh
But
yes, it is. It's like yeah. Actually, I didn't play the end game DLC, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is because Rapid Strike surely means your attack. It looks like you're attacking with multiple arms and stuff. I mean, it's a really well drawn logo. Um, I kind of like their
yeah,
old one with the like their Shifu holding
I
the
think you know
beer
what's
more.
what's awkward about it is that there's no background like the other.
Yeah, true. That's what it is.
Yeah, so
Like
it
if there's
feels
something
it
to
feels
fill it in, like he was in like a bar or something, like a German bar, that would be pretty cool.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I think I would probably put it like around like the India, US South, Canada. Like I feel like I would categorize these all pretty similar. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, probably.
Put
I
it like
think
behind India, maybe.
yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We got France's new
Well,
logo. It's a pretty crazy one.
This is amazing.
So it's obviously Kyurem, and then it's making France with like its ice powers, which I think is really sick. And then they also have
Yeah.
like the red color part of their flag, right? And then the red,
The
blue, and white.
the eye is
Yeah.
like in fast motion or something like that
Yeah,
because
it's like attacking. It's like mid attack right now. Yeah.
yeah. I like this one
Yeah.
a lot. I
This one's
think the
pretty sick.
corner is just slightly awkward, or not awkward, but just different from the rest. But I think this is either S or A, top of A.
Yeah.
I thought it was very cool when I saw this logo. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, how does France keep like one upping their logos and like keep coming up
Yeah,
with really cool ideas?
they had the Iron Bundle last year. Very
I
cool.
love the Iron
And
Bundle. Yeah, one of my favorite bonds. So this
yeah,
was
this
really
one's
sick.
great.
I think we're cool with A for now. Obviously, like we say many times, we'll revisit it all, see them all in
Mhm.
comparison. Have we not picked out a God tier one so far? That's really
No,
interesting.
We'll pick COD tier when we
Yeah.
finish
Next
Europe.
we have Europe. I would say pretty
It's on
basic
brand for
looking
sure.
in a little way. Like it's just Cyrillic in the words Europe. Like basic is kind of rude, but maybe more like simplistic because simplistic isn't a bad thing always, right? So maybe that's a more
Yeah.
fair way to talk about it.
I mean, Europe, you think of castles, you think of
Yeah,
those types of
knights and
things, and
castles and
castles.
the
So it's very
colors
good
and
to
yeah, the stars representing like the
start
people in the nation, right? Like part of Europe and stuff. I think.
the European nation. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
maybe it's the wrong way.
The European nation, because the European nation flag is like a blue flag with the, or like
Oh
that
yes,
in the
yeah, and it
flag.
has a bunch of stars on it, so I think
Yeah.
it's pretty thematic. I mean, Cervelige pretty clean mon. I think it's pretty cool. I would probably put this like maybe bottom of A, maybe top of B, something like that.
I'd put it past above Brazil, I think.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
mean
think
it's pretty clean.
Argentina pops out a bit more. You
Yeah,
could put it over Portugal, I guess, but they're like different but good. So
I like the themes of Portugal a lot. Like after you pointed out, I was like, dude, wait, that's a really good point. Like those are pretty sick. All right, next up, oh, Africa's got a new
ooh,
logo.
this is really cool. I like Giratina a lot.
Giratina a really sick
This,
mon.
this reminds me of like that one McMegan avatar from
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
20.
Yeah. I like how
And then
there's like the
Mega
origin
had a
forms and
Giratina.
then the evil one in the back. Although I think the origin forms are low key supposed to be the evil ones, right? But I'm not sure. But I like this like
They're
evil
all
smile on the back.
evil. Or they're all like the anti matter,
Oh
whatever
yeah, yeah. They're like the
they're all
anti
like
Arceus kind of thing, right?
yeah. It's just that the origin form is just in a different world. But yeah, I like it. I like that it shouts out the platinum, the Pokemon Platinum like spear pillar thing that happened over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
It does do that.
the Giratinas look pretty menacing as well.
Yeah. I like it. It shows like the night sky with like stars in it, and I feel like Africa is probably like I mean I was gonna say country, but obviously continent. Like there's so many places in Africa that I feel like you could go outside and then at night and you would see all the stars. Like you're not gonna see that in China. Shouts to the motherland. You're not gonna see that in like a lot of countries or a lot of big cities in the U.S. So I feel like Africa kind of has that like it's just like nature, right? Like people associate with nature.
Mm. Yeah, I think just the claws look kind of big, like
Yeah,
freakily big.
yeah.
I don't
Actually,
know.
yeah, they kind of do. I like how it's shiny
That's the,
though. There's a shiny Giratina and a non. But
that's like the one thing. That's the one like thing that I find a bit awkward about it.
yeah, maybe you could say like it
Or
has like a lot
even
going
a
on,
better-
right? With having three Pokemon
yeah,
essentially. I would put this maybe like bottom of A, maybe, or like above Brazil, I think.
I put Brazil above this. I
Okay,
think
so bottom of A for now. All right, we only
because you know what this
have.
also reminds me of the other it reminds me of the UK logo because this one instead of the claws it's the swords that are sticking out
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, it is quite similar to that.
the
Yeah,
colors are similar. Yeah, those are pretty similar.
yeah. All right, we only have one more real logo to go over, and it's Team Chile switching over from Weavile to Keldeo. I mean, Chile or Chile? What the fuck is
Chile.
it? Chile. It's very known for, like, I feel like there's that really large mountain range, right? In like, because it's a very long country, and I feel like that mountain range is one of the most notable features, so I really like that.
Yeah, I think Chile is known for the mountain range Andes mountains,
The
and then
Andes,
the
yeah,
coast.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and their coast as well.
Yeah,
Oh
they got
yeah,
both
and they got both of those in there, right? With the mountains and then the waves at the bottom.
Yeah, this is very cool. Very thin. What's that thing in the background? Mew?
It's a Mew. It's a little Mew.
Yeah, that's pretty sick too.
And Mew is like that Pokemon known for just being in the background of everything. So I like that little shout out.
Yeah, and they got that
to
going
Pokemon
into the
history.
sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that too. Is very cool.
Oh wait, yeah,
cool.
using the sunset as like the orange part of Keldeo, right? That's really sick. Yeah.
Yeah, and fitting it in with the text as well, like making it less awkward, like less awkward.
Yeah, I like that. Where would you rank this? Probably like above Brazil, maybe?
Above Europe, even.
Above Europe, yeah. I'm down for that. And then the last logo is a placeholder. Unfortunately, theirs isn't done yet. But, Oceania has always had really cool logos, or at least really funny ones. They had Frozone and Smoochum for like the past 10 years or something. So we'll be excited to see what they cook.
This is a shout out to Damien the Genius.
Is it?
Shout out to Damien. Yeah, the unknown.
Oh wait, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. They have the David the Genius spelled out in unknowns. That's fucking awesome.
It's funny because they got the Kiribati flag, but Damien is not actually from Kiribati.
Wait, I'm pretty
Kiribati.
sure isn't Dugza from Kiribati?
No one's from.
Oh,
Kiribati.
no one is. Okay. Oh, okay. But never mind. My bad.
I'm calling him out on this because I'm a true oceanic person.
Yes, you are. You represented them in rarely used World Cup. People forget. But for now, we'll just put this in cool, I guess.
This is a literal did not cook. They did not cook a logo.
Actually, that's true. They actually don't have a logo, so they will be a did not cook. But it's still kind of funny. I love the Damien the Genius in Unknowns. That's a really funny one. But now we're gonna go over. We're gonna solely focus on the tier list, so I'm gonna bring that up in the main screen. All right, we are back. This is what we currently have for the tier list. Let's see. Is there anything? We get to pick out. Yeah, if you made it this far, we're about to pick out our god tier art
of us just saying this is really good.
This is really good. Oh, this is a little less good than the other really good one. All right. God tier. What do we put there?
I think
is it just UK? Is it straight up just UK?
The UK one really sticks out, and
Italy, maybe.
I think either Italy or Northeast. I really like both of those, but the UK is very easy.
All right, yeah, we'll pick UK as our like definite best, because that one, I mean, the detail is just incredible. Like it's just too insane.
Yo, imagine if you put in all that work and the UK misses the
yeah. It's fine. Then Mexico. I think Mexico is facing UK. I want to say. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but one of them is surely gonna make it, and then they can be at the top of the S tiers. Do you want to move Western France to S tier? Maybe. I think that could be fair.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Do you want? Should we put Italy in God tier as well? Have two of them.
Yeah,
the Dozo is just too good. I don't know.
If you wanted a third, I mean, I think Mexico is also very fair to put up in God tier as well.
Yeah, it's El Chupacabra too, right? That's like a Mexican legend mythology, and then I think that's what Zarud is based off. I'd correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it is though.
That's very cool then.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'm just making shit up. Who knows?
I wouldn't know, but.
Let's see. Do we want to move any other to S, or keep God tier and S as like 3 apiece, and then Awesome and Beastly fill out the rest of them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much changes here. I think I would put West and Northeast next to each other. I personally feel like that.
Yeah, I like how they contrast each other, of
They
course.
contrast each other as well.
Yeah. Um,
I would move Argentina above China personally.
Argentina but China. I'm cool with that. I mean, Argentina is also super well detailed. They have so many little nods, like the flag, the what's the word for it? There's definitely a
Glass,
word for like,
glass tile, I have no
yeah,
idea.
the like
The art.
the glass style. There's definitely there's definitely a word for it that we're too uncultured to remember. But besides that, I think it looks pretty good. Like, super cool selection of arts. Like, I feel like VGC wouldn't have this kind of art, despite being literally endorsed by Pokemon. I feel like they just wouldn't have art to this detail that the Smogon artists have provided.
Yeah, I think the Smoke on artists are really good, and
Yeah.
obviously shout outs everyone who did these. And
Yeah.
Blazing X did like 90% of these.
Yeah. Shout out to the artists. Like, they do
Great.
so much work for the site. And I feel like without the art, the site would look really, really bland and kind of even more unappealing to the average player base than it is, right? So, shout out to the
Yeah.
artists.
I
Really
wish
awesome stuff.
I really wish there was more compensation for a lot of artists
I
besides
agree
the
with
artist.
that.
Like I wish I hope they get paid something along those lines. I hope they get their equal cut for this because it's just tremendous work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
if you wanted to hit these artist ups, I'm sure a lot of them have commissions
Yeah.
for custom avatars or just any logos, anything
Yeah,
you wanted to
I'll
do.
link the list of all the rosters being posted, and then if you were interested in getting art for yourself, they always tag the artist that created it. You can check out their profile, and I'm sure they have a link to their shops or like how commissions work. But yeah, if you made it this far,
Except for Fade. Fade did not tag
oh
Blazing
no way
X.
he didn't. I'm gonna have to make him edit that
And
in.
that's why Northeast is gonna lose to West again this year.
Yep, I'm sure that is gonna be the exact reason why. But if you made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe, and also check out my boys' channel. I'm gonna be linking them in the description below. And if you have any disagreements on where to place some of these awesome arts, definitely let me know as well. Thank you for watching, and take care, and have a good one. Peace.